Politicians can create laws, but they will obey the laws only if there is a strong army, which is one of the most important foundations for any state. And here, we are talking not only about the military budget, but also about the ground forces, the Air Force, the Navy, and Special Forces. It is no secret that a close eye from abroad is watching over the Russian army. Today, the Russian army is one of the strongest in the world. Its power consists of professional military personnel with an excellent level of special training and the latest strategic weapons. Even now, the arsenal of the Russian armed forces has modern, effective types of combat weapons, but the latest developments, which will soon enter service, are striking in their technical and tactical characteristics. Most of them have no analogs. The ground forces of the Russian Federation are armed with tanks, infantry fighting vehicles, armored personnel carriers, artillery of various power and purpose, anti-tank missile systems, anti-aircraft missile systems, control equipment, and automatic small arms. Thus, the Russian army has reached an unprecedented level of equipment with modern weapons. So, what can the Russian army boast about? Find out in our video. We present to your attention the rating of the most powerful weapon in Russia. The Iskander ballistic missile opens our list. The Iskander-M missile system has a range of 248 miles. The missile can carry a 1,543-pound warhead of various types, and its circular probable deviation does not exceed 16 feet. Due to these circumstances, this system is deadly for airfields, rear points, and other stationary infrastructure along the long line of conflict. The Iskander can be retargeted in flight and therefore can be used against moving targets, including ships. The missile uses a built-in evasion maneuvering system, which makes it difficult to hit it with missile defense systems. Anti-aircraft missile system S-400. There are three types of S-400 missiles, and each of them is designed to engage air targets at different ranges. The farthest missile hits a target at a distance of 248 miles, while shorter-range missiles have improved capabilities to engage fast-moving, maneuvering targets. The S-400 can also be used to combat ballistic missiles. The S-400 sensor system is considered extremely effective, especially since Russia can create layered defense zones using the S-400 in almost any theater of conflict. Combined with Iskander and Su-27 missiles, these missiles can greatly impede an opponent's actions. Multiple Launch Rocket System Tornado. The Na-52-4 Tornado MLRS can provide powerful fire support to the Russian army. It is lighter and more modern than its predecessor BM-30 Smerch. Tornado has a 6-barreled package of guides for 300mm missiles with a range of up to 62 miles. The artillery unit Tornado is mounted on the chassis of an 8x8 truck. This system is in many respects similar to the American Highly Mobile Missile and Artillery System for Operational and Tactical Purposes, HIMARS. The warhead of the Tornado missile can be high explosive, cluster, or thermobaric. A battery of such systems can drown a large area in a sea of fire. Our rating will continue with Akula-class submarines. In the 1980s and 1990s, the USSR and Russia built 15 Akula-class submarines, and 9 of them are still in the fleet. These were extremely stealthy and unobtrusive boats for the Soviet Navy at that period, and Russian designers improved them with additional noise reduction technology. Perhaps most importantly, the Akula submarines carry onboard an impressive arsenal of weapons, including torpedoes and cruise missiles. The cruise missile is capable of striking both sea and ground targets. Akula can destroy an aircraft carrier or simply cause unexpected and colossal damage to critical facilities on land. The Russian army also has powerful armored military equipments. Tank T-14 Armata. Until recently, the most modern tanks in the Russian army were the modernized third-generation T-72B3 and T-98 tanks. They, like their Western competitors, are quite effectively destroyed with the help of anti-tank missile systems, even those developed in the 1970s and 1980s, and the chances of survival for the crew are often low. In this regard, Uralganzavad has developed a new generation tank, T-14, based on the promising heavy-tracked platform Armata. It is distinguished from all other tanks by a new layout. Now the tank turret is uninhabited, It houses the automatic gun loader and other weapon components, and the crew is housed in an isolated armored capsule located in the lower part of the tank. This approach makes it possible to significantly increase the survivability of the crew even when a tank is penetrated, including when the vehicle's own ammunition detonates. In addition, the tank should be protected by the Afghanet Active Protection System, which, using various sensors, a radar station, a machine laser irradiation sensor, and an ultraviolet radiation sensor, should automatically recognize the shots of enemy tanks or anti-tank weapons, fire a smoke screen in the right direction, and shoot down using special submunitions, shrapnel, incoming shells, and missiles of the enemy. Tank T-90. The T-90 tank is a popular model from the T-72, T-80 family of combat vehicles. It is smaller and lighter than the American M1. The T-90 weighs 46 tons, while the Abrams weighs 60 tons. But it has powerful armament with a modern fire control system, as well as a 125mm smoothbore cannon capable of firing depleted uranium armor-piercing projectiles, and AT-11 laser-guided anti-tank missiles capable of hitting targets at ranges of up to 2 miles. In addition to the traditional thick armor, the T-90 is equipped with a built-in reactive armor, Contact 5, which neutralizes anti-tank missiles. Its protective system, Stora-M, has sensors for detecting laser radiation and other countermeasures that interfere with the missile guidance frequencies. They even have smoke grenade launchers that blind infrared detection devices. Su-27 Flanker and its modifications. Designed in the USSR as a response to the F-15, the first Su-27s began entering service in 1985. But due to production problems until the early 1990s, there were quite a few of them. Aircraft of the Su-27 family combine such characteristics as size, range, speed, and maneuverability, which make this aircraft a single deadly platform. The Su-27, with its elongated and frightening contours, is extremely beautiful, but with all its appearance, it shows how dangerous it is. The Russian Air Force has several hundred Su-27s in various modifications. The basic airframe of an aircraft has astounding flexibility and adaptability to modernization, which is why discerning fighter buyers often choose it. Among the Su-27 variants are the Su-30 multi-role fighters, the Su-33 carrier-based fighters, the Su-34 fighter bombers, the Su-35 air superiority fighters, and several Chinese-copied modifications. The Su-27 has never met in combat with the most modern 4th generation and Generation 4.5 aircraft, and apparently never participated in aerial combat with the F-22. However, it can be expected to make pilots like the Eagle, Viper, and Typhoon seriously jittery, and even create problems for the Raptor. The Russian Air Force has developed tactics for using the Su-27 in battles with high stealth fighters. It takes advantage of the vehicle's remarkable maneuverability to survive the first missile strike. Moreover, the Su-27 is heavy and fast enough to deliver a powerful blow and then escape. Fighter of the 5th generation Su-57. At the moment, the Russian aerospace forces are armed exclusively with 4th generation fighters, such as the light MiG-29 and the heavy Su-27, as well as deeply modernized 4++ generation vehicles, such as the Su-30SM, Su-30M2, Su-35S, etc. The latter, although they have high efficiency, but in many parameters, such as the level of radar stealth, the capabilities of avionics, engine power, etc., do not reach the criteria of the 5th generation. At the same time, the United States already has a 5th generation F-22 Raptor heavy fighter in service, and the light F-35 will soon join it. China and Japan are also working on their cars. Russia is also not lagging behind. Perhaps the smallest lag behind the Americans is the T-50 PAC-FA, Advanced Aviation Complex of Frontline Aviation. The latest flight prototypes of the aircraft have already come close to the serial ones. In the coming years, the first serial prototypes will go into service with the Russian aerospace forces. Nevertheless, the T-50 PAC-FA is needed by both the Russian Army and the military-industrial complex, which can earn very seriously on the new machine. It is enough just to remember the military technical cooperation with India, which wants to get an export version of the aircraft, FGFA. Our rating is completed by a Combined Arms Assault Body Armor 6B43. The Bulletproof Vest seems to be out of place in the list of the most powerful Russian weapons, but in limited conflicts, when even small losses can become a sensation in the press, any means of protecting a soldier is a big plus. Bulletproof Vest 6B43 contains composite armor panels based on titanium and corundum ceramics. It protects against 5.56mm NATO ammunition and 5.45mm bullets used in the AK-74. Thanks to him, Russian special forces and infantry gain an advantage in fire combat. That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed the video. What weapon of the Russian army did you like the most, and what do you think is the most effective in using in the army? Leave your answers in the comments. If you liked the video, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications to be the first to know when a new video is released. Thank you for watching. See you